Hi, guys. So, basically, I'm just kind of in the mood to just talk. When I started YouTube, I really just want to have fun and just record my life as I go through it. So, here I am. I'm 16 years old. I'm in grade 11. In 2 months, I get my final license and I'll probably buy a vehicle. In a few months after that, I'll be in my last year of high school. I'll do all arts courses and one math course. I'll graduate and I'll move to Victoria, BC, or Vancouver, or somewhere like that. And I'll go to university for 6 years. I'll get a job in the arts. For me, it's that simple, but it's all the little moments that are going to get me there that I like to think about when I'm alone or just anytime. In 2011, December 31st, I started writing a story. This story was a fan fiction. It was about an anime called Naruto. It was a romantic fan fiction about a character named Gaara. I created myself an original character. Her name was Liren. She was a siren, which basically means that she had this amazing power over people's hearts where she could make them love her unconditionally for no reason. And it wasn't like love, but they felt love and they were under a spell that she emitted naturally as a part of her own personal race. The story was called Siren. In 2011, I started writing it. I finished it on October 22nd, 2012. And to this day, it's 109 pages long, 70 parts, and has 300,000 reads. That means a lot to me. At that point in my life, I was in the middle of a failing relationship. When I started the book, it was just before I started my failing relationship. And when I ended the book, I was still in that relationship. That was my 1-year journey. And a year later, that relationship was practically over. A year and a few months. This book, at that point of my life, before I met him, before I fell in love, like every teenager ever does, I was depressed, I was sad, I was lonely, and the story pulled me through, and it gave me something to look forward to. And then I had fans, and they read the books, and they left comments and death threats asking me to write more. And that meant everything to me. People I didn't know, people I would never meet, told me that they loved me and that they were so happy that I existed and that I was the most important person in their life at that moment because I could write something for them to escape. I could never write anything for me to escape. My escape was the support I received from the people in the world who enjoyed the things that I could write. When I ended the book, I was drained. There was nothing left in me. I couldn't write. So when I was so drained, I couldn't write anymore. I stopped writing for a year. Now it's 2014, and for the first time in a very long time, I'm able to write something. I'm writing a story, and my story is called Black Shoes, and it'll be another fantasy. It'll be about death and romance and horror, and it will be amazing. One day I will finish it. I always start and I never finish. I've written hundreds of books. I've deleted them because I write 6 chapters and then I can't write anymore. I get drained because I put so much effort into things and nobody sees it. When I was 11 years old, I wrote a novel. It had over 360 pages. I had it edited. It's amazingly well written for a book that I wrote so long ago. It's detailed and deep and meaningful, and it's called Seeing Red, and it is a fantasy novel, a medieval fantasy novel about like dragons and stuff like that. Something my dad would read, but he's never read it. What drains me the most is putting something that I worked so hard on. I spent a whole summer. I never left my little tiny netbook, my mini laptop. I never left it anywhere. I wrote and I wrote and I wrote till my hands had blisters. And it drained me because I put it up a year ago and it has 300 reads. When I put so little effort into my siren story. Now I'm looking to the future, and I'm hoping one day people will look at my work here on YouTube and see all my feelings and my opinions I'm going to post here, because YouTube is now my diary. I get my feelings out, and the things I think the world needs to hear, I put them out on YouTube now. That's what this is going to be for. And girly shit every once in a while. And I hope that one day I won't look back on YouTube and feel drained because I put so much work into something that nobody appreciated. For me, the only thing I think I was made to do was be heard. I sing and I play guitar, but I don't have the most amazing talent or the most amazing voice. I write and I do poetry, but I'm not the most amazing poet, and I'm not the most amazing author. And I do public speaking and I advocate, but I'm not the most amazing. I'm not the most amazing at anything, and I never will be. And that doesn't matter, because the only thing that I care about is being heard. That's my purpose. I have things to say, and I know people out there need to hear me. So, in 2011, I started this Wattpad account, Kill a Ninja Babe. I'll link it below if anyone cares. I've written 9 stories. I'm in the process of writing 2. And I'll read you the titles now. In 2012, I stopped writing a story called All In. It was a Draco Malfoy fanfiction. It's horribly written. It's a horrible story. It has 3,000 reads. People still comment to this day asking me to write them more. I'm never going to. In 2012, on April 3rd, I wrote a Kakashi one-shot, Kakashi from Naruto. It has 2,000 reads, and it was one of my best written fan fictions I think I've ever written. October 17th, 2012, I wrote a story called Ladvet. It's a made-up word I made with my ex-boyfriend that was made to describe a feeling of love that we had for each other that we thought that the word love couldn't contain. It's a very cute little short story. It has 60 reads. October 22nd, 2012, Siren, 300,986 reads. Seeing Red, February 17th, 2013, 438 reads. My sequel to Siren, which I only wrote 2 chapters of because I was strained, 235 reads. The Cold Hard Truth, November 20th, 2013, 158. The Death of Day, which is a poem, 16. The First Nations of North America, a book I'm still currently writing. April 9th, 2014. 2 reads. Black Shoes. April 26, 2014. 36 reads. When I look back at these, I realize that I look at that success now and I think I just got it. It just happened. But it didn't. It took time. So now I'm looking at YouTube and I'm realizing that it's gonna take time for me to get my voice out there. Right now, I record with an iPhone in my room, trying to be quiet so my family doesn't hear me and think I'm crazy. And nobody but me is hearing my voice. But one day, someone out there is going to hear this, and they're going to show their friends, not this one in particular, but my other ones, and my voice will be heard. So I'm trying not to be discouraged, because nothing comes quick. Everything good comes with time and patience. Sadly, I am not one to contain a lot of patience. But I just want to put this out into the universe.